This is like UV shell, this one. So I can unfold it, unfold similarly. Sleeve also I can unfold. Why suddenly it's giving me slow thing? Layout, layout. It will fit into this thing the way maximum can fit. But now we have to think of this thing like scene. Wherever we have to get scene under this like size, be it a coat, jacket, or whatever it is, we have a scene. Then tailor whenever you tailor anything like tailor customize or tailored anything, there is a stitch on this shoulder as well. So I have to select this area and cut it. Cut. Now I have one, two, three parts. Just make sure there's no unwanted part. Select. I don't know, suddenly my system becoming really slow or what.
So actually, I had one more doubt.
Hmm.
So once in the class, when I asked you what should I do with the body which is covered by cloth, you said convert it into a low poly mesh. So I have to do a deep. I have to pose it now after making the clothes. So will
Hmm.
it be okay if I do the low poly thing after posing or before posing?
After posing, it's fine. Like until unless you're moving into low poly. Like right now you're into high poly, right? So after posing, either you create a low poly. Once you start creating a low poly model, that time you can convert that entire body, or you can delete it. Anything is not visible, you can delete also. That's also perfectly fine. So either you delete it or you can just make it really low poly because like creating your body, this clothes and all, if there's a body, it will be helpful. And once you're done with that, then delete those parts. That will make your life way easier.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, somewhere here. So this one. So you can see now it's almost like everything is clean. This is straight, straight, straight. Okay, I can switch off my symmetry. I can manually modify. Like same direction, I can use it like this to kind of I'll get similar detail. So this is okay, and this part is anyways not visible, so I can just simply keep it somewhere, doesn't matter. So this is kind of fine, and usually in coat you have a split in the center also backside. Usually like coats, jackets, you can see like if you check any like a jacket or coat or some blazer, you can see there's a cut in the center. You can if you want, you can do that cut also. Like this, if I import this model now, so like ideally you should straighten this entire line straight, and this thing, this press part, you can relax it. Straight this, straight this, relax it. Base, straight it, relax it. That will be like that's the ideal UV. So everything aligns properly, create nice detailed shape. So this is also kind of fine because if you have this floral pattern going on, this will work perfectly. So also done with this, make sure delete 15, export selection, desktop, extract. I just simply overwrite that. Let's go to ZBrush. I have this model, and Make sure you're in lowest subdivision. No need to do anything. Just import. This import, not subtool master. This import. Click on this. Open. See, everything is perfect, clean, and seams are in the right position because there should be a seam. This area should have a seam. This area should have a seam, and this jacket side and this side is not visible. It's kind of clean. This side you see is the seam is there. So everything aligns nicely. You see now it's clean, perfect everywhere. This is how you create all high detailed textures, detail, high poly. So
Sir,
it's
I
a
had one
combination of
more doubt.
yes, tell me.
Uh, Sir, can you exit the solo mode?
Yes.
Sir, I sent you the reference
Hmm.
in the chat. So the thing is that I'm creating the rectangular pattern and everything, but it won't look that good because of the floral pattern going along this thing. And plus it's a male pirate. So is it
Yes,
necessary
yes.
to
So it
make
will
it
look.
so?
No, it's not necessary because this is something customized design. It's a
Actually,
customized
I'm
design.
trying to merge two references. So there's a clash of aesthetics. So I'm a bit
Yes,
confused.
like
What should I
female.
do?
No, no, like because this is a female character, so this design pattern and all this accessories looks nice. If you
Hmm.
put all this thing on this character, it will look odd. So what you can do, you can have this kind of jacket. What you can do, best thing will be instead of having this floral pattern, have some. You can replace it with some geometric pattern, or like some, you can see even this have a geometric this shapes. So you can replace this with a geometric pattern, or if you want to keep the floral pattern, keep it simple. Don't add too much accessories. It will look really odd because there's a aesthetic wise there's a difference, right? So it will look odd. So do not combine everything.
And so there's a,
So that
if you could just look below the belt, there is another wrap around that has rectangular things and things hanging. This thing. Um, so the if
this one,
move, no, no,
this one.
the one which has rectangles. I made that, but it wasn't looking that good. So can I skip it, sir? The rectangles and the things hanging from it.
Delete. No, no, delete it. This thing delete it. But one thing you have to fix is thickness of the width. It's way too wide. Like this is you can delete. This looks odd anyway. Like design wise, it looks odd. And this is oh, sorry, my bad. Move let's make it more straight. So similarly, if you have to modify this basic structure slightly, this belt slightly. And if you're having this kind of belt or something, what you can do, push them slightly extra, then select this BDS dam standard and create that depth. Like it's over this area, right? So that create a depth that looks like it's like the tight feel, the tightness. It should be visible. Right now it looks loose.
So I believe that if I remove the rectangular things and the fiber mesh, those things, the model will look too simple. So will it be okay for this module, sir?
No. It won't look too simple because you have a lot of accessories. You have belts, buckles, and all these straps, everything. So you have to do the equal amount of justice in texturing and shading as well. So keep those things also in mind. It's not just a model. After creating this model, you have to add like you have to do proper texturing because more accessories you're adding, more text you're increasing your amount of tasks for shading, for texturing, for lighting, for rendering, for everything. Everything will increase. So it's kind of fine. And you are doing this manually.
No, sir. I downloaded a stitch brush.
Okay, then it's fine. So I was about to say that, like, use a alpha or something stitch brush. Do not do it manually. So this looks fine. Yeah. So like just make sure like it was quite like from weight it was quite white. Make sure it reduce it because there's a structural difference between male and female. So that difference should be like
And
because male body is mostly square, rectangular in shape, boxy. So that
so
is something.
I added the alphas on the face. If you could just check that and review that.
Okay, let's give me a second. Solo all high. Uh, Tree structure. There's an issue with the tree structure. When I choose on, its denser volume is entirely missing. Or second, this denser volume is missing. So that is something we have to make sure it's there. Right? Plus forehead. Forehead is kind of fine. Only thing to be is temporal area. Right? This muscle and bone is slightly inside, slightly flat, so slightly outside. This depth should be visible. So when you see reference, you can see this depression. This should be visible. And it goes little higher, like the basic structure, just make it
I
bit
actually
prominent.
made the face in orthographic, so won't it look distorted in perspective?
No, like initially you have to block out in orthographic only once you're done with the basic structure. That's what I said. Like once you're done with the basic structure, move to perspective. So let's slide these things slightly down. Right. And one more thing, collarbone slightly down. It will give you more structural shape, okay, give you more detail, space for the collar, neck, and everything. And shape, okay. And one more thing, like in this, the shapes are really clean. That is something you have to keep in mind. This is more of a rounded shape, so you have to make it bit pointy. The small things. Or if you're having a difficulty to create those things, can you use paintbrush? Can you use snake hook brush? Or use masking? That also works
So
perfectly.
I have a doubt. Actually, it's a really silly question, but so can we add noise using sculptress mode?
Sculptris Pro, this thing.
Yes, sir. Can we add
But if
noise
you use
using it?
that, I haven't tried, but I guess yes.
Because
But there's a problem with Sculptris. It will triangulate everything, and then if you try to remesh it and do anything, it will create issue in your model.
because
So
whenever I try to apply the noise, it goes all blurry, and then I have to divide it multiple times. So that's why I'm asking. It will save a lot of polys.
yes. So what you can do, so for this kind of stuff, you have double geometry here. So for this, uh, to optimize your polygons, optimize the polygons to keep it like this. So there's a double geometry. This half below this thing should be okay. This thickness is there, right? That's there. Okay. So one point something. Yeah, like usually like in desktop, like you can push your model to around like 10, 20 millions very easily. I believe you're using laptop, so it might give you a problem there. So sculptures using won't be recommended. That is something if you want to create something really quickly without doing all these things, but that's not a good thing. It's triangular everything. That's just to make it just a bit pointy, more angular, more structured. Yeah. Can you give me my side? Okay, Sanjana 5 also, yes. Yes, yes, I said. So let's make it more structured, refine it, we'll make it like more clean. It should not look rounded and smooth. Like it's a cloth. Like you cut it and then stitch it so that shape should be really clean. That is something to keep in your mind. Or if, even if you're having difficulty, you can just simply move to lowest division. Let's say do the
So can I
lowest
delete
division.
the double geometry here? Because accidentally I made it, so it will be taking polygons, I guess.
It's hard. This is for deleting this. What we have to do is for this. Let's see what can be done. Yes, we can delete. Just if I use this one, remodeler, delete, or delete, delete, or can delete. But for that, I have to delete my subdivision. So that is something what I can do is Control Shift D and keep it Control Shift D, keep it duplicate, delete all high, and let's find the delete it. Yes, and this poly island in island. Yeah, delete it. You can delete, and then I have these two. So make sure switch off everything. These two only, and this is my now the new this thing. Control D and select this one. Select this one. Move it to highest subdivision level. Four subdivision. Select this one. I just divided one. Project point one works perfectly. Project Control D. Just as project Control D. Project all. So it will project everything. So I have a new model with less polygons, and I can project back all the details. See, same details, everything same. There will be some artifacts. Those things doesn't matter because those things are not visible from my like front view, so it doesn't matter. So that's everything. And even if like, you want to change something, like fix something, you can always go back to your lowest division and smooth it or change or move it or delete those things and fix it. Expand all the details you can retain and then do it. So it's kind of 1.44 million. This is 1.227 million. So it saved like around 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakh tries. That's polygon. So like this you can see, and then you can delete this one. Not required anymore. Oh, now Santana and Santana asking for such file. Let's see. I guess I have downloaded your file. Okay. Like there's like Q6, there's a gap. There shouldn't be any gap. Like overall it's coming out fine. Like lips, shape, bones, then eyes. You see that gap, it shouldn't be visible. Either you fix the eyelid shape or you fix eye, increase the eye size. In this case, eye size should be increased like this. Place it here, and then fix it to make your life way easier. Make sure fill the gap like this hole, this hole. So check it from all the angles. The lower eyelid is missing entirely when the thickness of the eyelid. The thickness of the eyelid, this thickness of the eyelid, and this eyelid shape is missing. So I was having trouble lower eyelid. Okay, so lower. So for this should be the B, C, D. So first is to the basic shape was already there. First pull this section out, place it properly. B, C, D, D. First fix eyelid, then rest the thing. Eyelids, your basic shapes, nose, lips, then move to other areas. BCI pinch, you can pinch it, make it a bit pointy. BNB, move brush, wavy thing, you can fix it. So once you have this eyelid, then BCB labeled up, then add all those like bulge, like your wrinkles and everything. Now, like from front, it kind of looks fine, like shapes and all. But from side, there's issue. B, move first. And whenever fixing shape, always use orthographic view. It's a hunch, like slightly a hunch. This thing is there, but still, neck is slightly forward. Slightly broad, slightly small. Like this, like it's just to like fix, like from side also to check. It's curved shape, kind of fine. Calf can be slightly more structured. This looks fine. This like sheen and this area, this ankle around looks nice. daily. Like overall, it's coming out fine. There is just like little bit more details and like shapes picture bit corrected. Kind of flat shape. Otherwise, like more or less like coming out well. So it's like fine. So yeah. Anything else? So for vines, I should use alpha. No, sculpt vines are like a simple lines, right? So you need to use alpha for that. Like if I want to create vines, I can use only basic standard brush with my free hand and maybe subdivide one more time, decent amount of polygons, small brush, and then you can create just, like just a line. It's just draw a line. It's kind of easy and this gives you more control. Because alpha you cannot modify. For if you want to use alpha, you have to every time go to Photoshop, modify it and bring it back. So instead of that, you can just simply draw a line. That's like way easier. And like, make sure do it in a layer so that if you want to modify something, you can always have that option. Go back and modify it in layers. So that's how you can do it.
So,
Like,
do you have any news about the exams of this semester?
uh, like a few for this semester. For this semester, exactly not. Like back papers are going to start by 14th or 15th, most probably. Just 14th, 15th. And for this semester, still I guess we have still couple of weeks, like end of December something, most probably, because we haven't received anything, any confirmation or any particular date from university. That's the main problem. Like until and unless we get any confirmation from university, we cannot really can't say anything. So still waiting for that. And Bangalore, from Bangalore University, we have received it. So for them, it's kind of confirmed, like I guess 15th or 14th exam going to start. So Bangalore University is kind of confirmed, but yours one is Mysore, right? Mysore one is not yet confirmed. So that's like yeah. So that's why like I said like we organic. I guess we can like extend this to like another 2 weeks easily. So we will have decent amount of time, so we can cover this for Etopo and or other stuff also. So we can do it. I guess we can if we like, focus and we can do everything. Like, we can cover all the parts
So,
easily.
can't it be based on our assignments like the last semester?
Uh, there is the possibility, but still nothing confirmed. So still we are also speculating. We are also thinking what to do and all these things. So yeah, so we really can't say anything as of now. And like I am not authority, so I cannot do it. I cannot say anything. But let's see. So for nails, should be separate. Yes, for nails, for teeth, for gums, try to keep them in separate the geometry all together. Your working process will be lighter, and plus your like control will be much better. Okay, I guess like it's like too much of those. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have electricity, and I'll like I don't know, some electricity issue I'm facing for 2 days. So yeah, and
Sir,
we'll do a regular class. Yes,
so this week's submission I
that's
sent you
happening.
by mail actually. I couldn't upload the files in the Moodle.
Okay, I'll check. Okay, I'll check that.
Yes.
And sir, please update the
Yes.
Moodle because it says that the module ends by 15 and the submissions are named that way. So please add a few.
Yes, yes. I'll add. No, module not ending on 15.
No, I meant the
I
submission folders are named that way. If, like posing and final high poly and
Yes,
everything.
like that's how we are like used to like we're going. This is I'll change it to like this 2.0 and all this. I'll change it. This is I'll change it, modify it. And according to this, I still have 2 more weeks. So maybe we can extend another week. There's a possibility, still not nothing confirmed. So, but there's a possibility we can extend at least a week. The organic is something like there's a lot of things. Like it's not just like 1 month you done everything. That's not possible. Like that technically not possible, practically not possible. That's like in any manner it's not possible. So it's like you have to every day to work and then lots of the entire pipeline because this is something we have to learn, we have to understand, have to get used to of this pipeline. Because no matter what you are doing, maybe or you're doing organic, inorganic, hard surface, environment, or whatever, be it like product, if you're doing it for production, you can just simply decimate your model or remesh your model and bring it to Maya and and texture it. You can do that. But for gaming, you have to retopo it all the time. Every time you have to retopo your model. Like be it even if it's a small part, you have to retopo the model. So all these processes are very important. So you should know it and should get used to of all this thing. I know it's too much of work, a lot of work, but this is how it works. So
So
for the
I
best
have
of
a
luck,
doubt.
huh,
So will
yes, tell me.
foliage be too much GPU expensive or fiber mesh? Like I was watching a ArtStation learning tutorial today. So the person was teaching. She used fiber mesh as grass. So I was thinking, why can't we just use Unreal Engine foliage instead of using fiber mesh as grass there?
Like where they use it.
Um, Sir, I there's a tutorial on. Wait, send the.
No. I'm asking like like which platform where they use it fiber mesh in ZBrush instead
Yes,
of
sir.
for graph. So
Yes, sir.
for ZBrush, one thing we need to understand for each and every software, like all the native things are highly optimized. If I use a fiber mesh in ZBrush, it's highly optimized and it won't give you any lag. If I import a model from outside, be it from Unreal or any C3 or any third-party software, it will be heavy. So
So my
they are
question
like
was that the same model, why can't we just import into Unreal and add foliage instead of adding fiber mesh here? Like, won't it be GPU heavy to use fiber mesh that much?
fiber for gaming. We don't use for gaming. We don't use fiber mesh.
Okay.
Maybe for the sake of the high poly model, she created this high poly graph, and then later she might have this idea, like this plan for baking it on a plane.